Today, cosmic energy focuses on something many have forgotten: matter, sustenance, the physical temple that allows you to manifest the spiritual. If you've been feeling imbalances in your finances, your body, or the ground you walk on, this is no coincidence. The Gibbous Moon in Taurus carries God's call to the chosen ones who have lost their bearings. In less than 48 hours, this frequency of stability dissipates. And if you ignore the signs, you could open a cycle of energetic, emotional, and material scarcity. So, stay until the end of this video, because I'll reveal the real spiritual reason why your resources seem to slip through your fingers. The ritual of protection and abundance that needs to be done today. And the final message the universe is whispering, only to those with spiritual ears. This is a call to those who feel they carry something greater within themselves. Those who know that thriving is also sacred. Under the energy of the Gibbous Moon in Taurus, you're being called to shift how you relate to your resources. Wanting more without honoring what you already have creates a vibration of lack. Complaining about what you earn, dismissing small wins, or feeling guilty when spending builds resistance to abundance. Taurus reminds you that true prosperity starts with reverence. When you bless what's in your wallet, your home, your hands, you signal to the universe that you're ready for more. Grounding yourself in gratitude turns scarcity into fertile ground. There's often a subtle disconnect between desire and appreciation. You might be striving for a promotion, a new income stream, or financial relief, yet unconsciously rejecting your current means. This rejection isn't just mental, it shows in how you treat your possessions, your payments, even your daily coffee. Taurus, ruled by Venus, doesn't seek opulence through force. It cultivates abundance through care, presence, and a deep sense of worth. You don't need more to feel rich. You need to feel rich to receive more. Consider how you speak about money when no one's listening. Do you whisper complaints, carry shame, or fear it won't last? Or do you acknowledge the roof over your head, the meals you've shared, the bills you've been able to pay? This lunar phase invites you to stop postponing joy until a better moment comes. The way you engage with your current financial reality determines how it evolves. Taurus teaches us that contentment is not complacency. It's the soil in which true abundance grows. Now is a powerful time to reset your relationship with money by embracing stillness and simplicity. Light a candle and thank the coins in your jar. Clean your wallet. Pay a bill with gratitude, or cook a meal as a ritual of sufficiency. These small actions, rooted in presence, create deep energetic ripples. When you honor the material world, you're not being shallow, you're being sacred. Prosperity flows through those who cherish the now. That's how the earth expands, one blessed seed at a time. Sometimes, abundance doesn't arrive because we haven't proven we know how to hold it. You might be dreaming of financial freedom, but if your daily habits don't reflect care for what you already possess, you create an energetic mismatch. The Gibbous Moon in Taurus isn't about rushing toward wealth. It's about cultivating a foundation that can sustain it. Ask yourself, how are you treating the money you currently earn? Are you respecting it, organizing it, honoring its presence? Gratitude is a magnet. Neglect is a repellent. There's a sacred frequency in the mundane when approached with presence. Washing your clothes, budgeting your week, preparing a meal, all become acts of devotion when done with care. Taurus energy asks you to embrace slowness and stability, especially around finances. Instead of chasing another stream of income, consider sealing the leaks in the one you already have. This isn't scarcity, it's stewardship. The path to expansion doesn't always begin with earning more, but with holding better what you already receive. Prosperity doesn't require you to be perfect, it requires you to be present. If you've been rushing, stressing, or avoiding your financial reality, it's time to return to your center. Light incense, open your bank statements, and breathe. No shame, just clarity. Let your intuition guide you towards simple changes that restore balance. cancel a subscription, organize your receipts, or set a small savings goal. The universe responds to those who tend to their garden, no matter how small the plot. This lunar phase is an invitation to remember that money is not separate from your spiritual journey. It's a mirror, a reflection of how you value yourself and the energy you give. By treating your current finances as sacred, you open the portal to receive more with ease and alignment. Taurus doesn't rush, it roots. And from those roots, everything grows. What you bless today, however modest, becomes the harvest of your future. Choose presence over pressure. Choose reverence over resistance. Many people grew up believing that money and spirituality could not coexist. Perhaps you were taught that material wealth distracts from inner peace, or that wanting more makes you greedy. But Taurus, an earth sign deeply connected to abundance, reveals a higher truth. Money is not the enemy of the sacred. It is a tool. Just like prayer or ritual, money can be used with love, awareness, and generosity. The Gibbous Moon in Taurus encourages you to redefine your relationship with prosperity, not as something impure, but as something divine. When you reject money energetically, it senses it. That rejection can manifest as self-sabotage, missed opportunities, fear of raising your prices, guilt when you receive support. But money is not dirty. It becomes what you project onto it. In the hands of a conscious soul, it nourishes lives, funds dreams, and builds futures. The key is to stop separating spiritual from material. They are not opposites. They are partners. Your earthly needs are sacred, and your ability to meet them can be a sacred act. This moon phase asks you to reflect. How much of your financial stagnation comes from limiting beliefs passed down or absorbed unconsciously? Do you associate wealth with harm? Do you secretly believe that being spiritual means having less? If so, it's time to unlearn. Taurus, grounded and generous, reminds you that it's not about accumulation, it's about appreciation. When you approach money with reverence, it responds. It circulates. It serves. You don't have to choose between a soul-led life and a stable one. You can be deeply intuitive and financially empowered. You can pray and prosper. Taurus energy invites you to build slow, steady wealth rooted in purpose. This is about sustainability, not excess. Think of your finances as a garden. The more intentional your care, the more abundant your harvest. Align your energy with the truth that you are worthy of both peace and provision. They were never meant to be separate. You speak about prosperity with conviction, but your financial patterns may still be rooted in emotional chaos. You dream big, set goals, and want to thrive, yet your actions sometimes tell a different story. Unplanned spending, resistance to budgeting, or fear of facing your bank account can create a cycle of instability. The Gibbous Moon in Taurus invites you into a new frequency, one of grounded clarity. Taurus doesn't rush, it builds. And your wealth needs a foundation strong enough to hold your vision. True prosperity requires emotional maturity. It's not just about earning more. It's about knowing how to hold, organize, and multiply what you already have. If you're constantly swinging between feast and famine, that's not freedom. It's emotional reaction disguised as ambition. Taurus encourages you to slow down, to look at your patterns without shame, and to choose a steady path. Security doesn't limit you. It liberates you to pursue your bigger dreams with confidence. This phase asks you to find peace in practical choices. Saving money isn't about fear. It's about devotion to your future. Tracking your expenses isn't about control. It's about awareness. Each small act of financial responsibility becomes a declaration of self-love. You honor your vision not just through bold desires, but through the quiet, daily rituals that support its growth. Prosperity is spiritual when it's intentional, when every choice reflects your belief in your own worth. Now is the time to align your emotional life with your financial one. Don't let impulsivity sabotage your abundance. Create sacred structure. Taurus teaches us that stability is sensual, beautiful, and deeply empowering. When you care for your resources with presence and purpose, they begin to reflect that same energy back. Let your money habits become an expression of your self-respect. Let your bank account be a mirror of your grounded, expansive inner world. There is a sacred connection between your spiritual life and your financial stability. Taurus, the sign of rooted abundance, reminds us that honoring money is also a way of honoring life itself. When you see your finances as an extension of your energy, you begin to treat them with reverence, not resistance. Money isn't separate from your purpose, it supports it. And every grounded, intentional action you take becomes a step toward material peace and inner fulfillment. If your energy is leaking into places that don't nourish you, distractions, draining relationships, emotional guilt, your money will follow the same path. The Gibbous Moon in Taurus invites you to close those loops. This is not about punishment or restriction, but purification. Your resources are asking to be contained, honored, and directed. When your energy field is clear, money can settle in your life without chaos or crisis. Where there is order, there is growth. This is the time to treat your finances like soil, something you cultivate, not control. You don't need to dominate money. You need to build trust with it. Show up consistently. Make space for gratitude and structure. Plan, save, simplify. These acts of devotion signal to the universe that you are ready to receive more, not from a place of desperation, but from alignment. This is how wealth becomes sacred, through presence and patience. Let your relationship with money be a reflection of your inner healing. There's nothing unspiritual about wanting to thrive. In fact, it is your birthright. Taurus teaches that abundance is not rushed, but nurtured. The more you ground your energy and care for what you already have, the more you will magnetize the resources you need. Root yourself in trust, build from stability, and let your prosperity grow from there, quietly, steadily, and with soul. You often speak of prosperity, yet your financial reality remains unstable. Dreaming big is beautiful, but dreams require structure to grow. When your spending lacks awareness and your saving is inconsistent, the seeds of abundance struggle to root. The Gibbous Moon in Taurus invites a practical spirituality, one that values organization as sacred. True prosperity begins when you honor your money not just in intention, but in everyday action. Taurus teaches that simplicity is power. Creating a stable foundation doesn't mean restricting joy. It means choosing wisely where your energy goes. When you set financial boundaries, you're not being limited, you're becoming clear. Clarity invites flow, and structure gives the universe a container to pour into. Without that structure, even blessings can be lost. Stability is not the enemy of abundance. It's the soil from which it grows. Prosperity isn't only about having more. It's about knowing how to keep, grow, and respect what you already have. Many chase wealth, but few take time to design their financial lives with mindfulness. Do you know where your money goes? Do you track your habits? Or hope for improvement without change? The Taurus Moon asks for honesty, not to shame you, but to help you return to a place of empowerment and grace. In this cycle, you're being called to build financial serenity. This doesn't come from luck, but from devotion to your own well-being. Organize your resources, review your patterns, and treat every dollar as a messenger of your energy. As you align your actions with your intentions, money stops being a source of stress and starts becoming a source of peace. That's the essence of Taurus, grounded, steady, and sacredly abundant. You may have experienced loss, imbalance, or regret around money, but that is not the end of your story. The Taurus Gibbous Moon brings the energy of repair, offering a sacred moment to rebuild with intention. Where there was once chaos, there can now be structure. Where there was guilt, there can now be gratitude. You are not defined by past mistakes. You are empowered by your ability to learn from them and begin again. True abundance doesn't fear starting over. It honors the wisdom gained through every fall. Perhaps you've overspent, taken risks that didn't return, or simply disconnected from your finances out of overwhelm. This lunar energy doesn't judge, it nurtures. It invites you to return to what matters, a stable ground, a conscious rhythm, and a renewed relationship with the material world. Your healing begins the moment you stop punishing yourself and start reorganizing with love. Gratitude is a powerful financial tool. When you bless what remains, no matter how small, you open the door for more to come. Taurus reminds us that money is not only math, it's emotion, memory, and trust. Can you trust yourself again? Can you hold your finances with tenderness, not fear? Your current balance might not reflect your potential yet, but with patience and consistency, it can become the foundation of a new era. This is a moment for quiet power, not impulsive leaps, but steady, soulful steps. Choose one area to bring back into balance. Maybe it's your budget, maybe it's your beliefs about worth. Let your healing be practical, and let your plans be infused with self-respect. The universe supports those who treat the material world with reverence. Your comeback story is already unfolding. Write it with presence and purpose. True financial growth doesn't start with big wins. It begins with small, consistent choices. The Taurus Gibbous Moon invites you to build your stability from the ground up. Dreaming big is beautiful, but dreaming without a solid foundation often leads to stress and scattered energy. When you ignore your budget, delay your plans, or spend without intention, you disconnect from your own power. Money needs direction, and that direction begins with awareness. Many people talk about prosperity as if it's only about attraction, but Taurus knows it's also about preparation. Are you ready to hold what you've been asking for? Can your current habits support the life you envision? Emotional security and financial security walk hand in hand. When you take the time to plan, to save, to track your spending, you aren't being restrictive, you're being empowering. This is where your abundance matures. You don't have to choose between spiritual flow and grounded strategy. In fact, real abundance asks for both. Taurus is the bridge between vision and action, between sacred intention and daily routine. If you felt off track or unstable, this moon phase offers a soft but firm push. Come back to yourself. Look at your finances with honesty, not fear. Organize with care. You don't need to control everything. You just need to show up with love and structure. Financial stability isn't the enemy of dreams. It's the soil where they grow. Let this be your season of rooting down so you can eventually rise up. Take inventory of your energy, your resources, your commitments. What needs to be simplified? What systems can support you? When you treat your finances like a garden, tending to them regularly, patiently, respectfully, prosperity stops being a fantasy and becomes a lived reality. You've stumbled, maybe even fallen hard. Financial loss, debt, or reckless spending may have left you doubting your worth. But Taurus energy doesn't judge your past, it grounds your future. The Gibbous Moon in Taurus reminds you that healing is available, and so is reconstruction. Every seed planted in gratitude grows differently. What matters now is not what you lost, but how willing you are to rebuild with care and intention. Loss has a way of humbling us, but it can also awaken a deeper reverence for the things we once took for granted. This phase is your opportunity to bless what remains. Whether it's a small reserve in your account, an idea for a new path, or simply the will to try again, it counts. By honoring what you still have, you shift your energy from shame to stewardship. That shift is what reopens the door to abundance. Redemption doesn't require perfection, only presence. You don't have to be completely ready to start over. You just have to meet this moment with honesty and love. Taurus is slow, steady, and deeply connected to value. When you treat your money with respect, no matter how little or much, you build trust with yourself again. and that trust will become the new currency of your financial future. So pause, breathe, forgive yourself. What if the version of you who overspent or avoided reality was simply trying to survive? That part of you isn't weak, it just needs guidance. Let this moon be a soft invitation to begin again, but this time with wisdom. Create a budget. Ask for support. Set small goals. Your stability is not gone. It's waiting to be restored, one conscious step at a time. When you honor your money, you ground your purpose. Tapping into Taurus energy means learning to treat finances not just as numbers, but as roots that nourish your dreams. Every dollar aligned with intention becomes a seed, one that supports the long-term vision you're here to fulfill. The Gibbous Moon in Taurus invites you to ask, are you using your money to stabilize your mission or to escape from it? True abundance doesn't come from chasing more. It comes from managing well what you already have. When you bless your income, your bills, your savings, and even your setbacks, you tell the universe, I'm ready to receive and sustain. That mindset shift turns chaos into clarity, urgency into patience, and fear into faith. Prosperity flows when energy is not leaking but directed with love and awareness. Taurus also reminds us that financial care is a spiritual act. When you create structure around your money, saving, planning, investing in what truly matters, you are honoring the divine in the material. This isn't about hoarding or controlling, but about creating firm ground for your soul's work to grow. Your money becomes not just support for your life, but a reflection of your self-respect. So build your rituals, track your income, set values-based spending intentions, water your financial life like a sacred garden. The roots you plant now, in discipline, gratitude, and clarity, will nourish the branches of your purpose tomorrow. Taurus says, it's not just about what you earn, it's about what you build. And the legacy you're creating begins with the way you choose to care for what you have today. When you treat money with respect, it transforms into something sacred. Taurus energy reminds us that financial flow isn't just about income, it's about stewardship. If you're constantly chasing more without grounding what you already have, you're building on sand. But when you care for your money like a garden, even the smallest seeds grow strong. This cycle urges you to see wealth as something you nurture, not something you control. Your energy is your most valuable currency. And wherever that energy goes, your money tends to follow. If you're drained by people, habits, or beliefs that deplete you, your finances may reflect that leak. The Taurus Gibbous Moon calls for quiet audits, not just of your bank account, but of your soul. What are you tolerating that's costing you more than you realize? What have you been afraid to release? Grounding your financial life isn't just about budgeting, it's about boundaries. Boundaries with spending, boundaries with people who take without reciprocating, and boundaries with your own scarcity mindset. Taurus teaches that enoughness begins inside. When you feel safe within, you stop seeking false safety outside, through impulsive purchases or overgiving. Stability becomes a state of being, not a destination. As this lunar phase ripens, let your relationship with money mature too. Anchor your goals and presence. Say thank you more often. Save not just for emergencies, but for expansion. Your finances can either mirror your chaos or your clarity, and the choice is yours. Let Taurus be your teacher. Slow down, simplify, and make peace with prosperity, one conscious choice at a time. When you begin to bless what you already have, something powerful shifts. Gratitude isn't passive, it's magnetic. The Taurus Gibbous Moon teaches that honoring the material is a form of devotion, not greed. Every coin, every paycheck, every bill paid is a symbol of life moving through you. When you see money as a partner instead of a problem, your entire vibration changes. You stop chasing and start receiving. Many people say they want financial freedom, but carry resentment toward money. This resentment creates tension, blocks, and fear. Taurus invites you to see money as earth energy, grounding, nourishing, sacred. The way you treat your finances reflects how you treat your own self-worth. If you manage them with love and care, you align with abundance. Scarcity fades when reverence grows. Healing your financial story may mean facing the pain of the past. You may have lost, overspent, or felt ashamed. But Taurus offers a slow, steady hand to help you rebuild. This is not about quick wins or shortcuts. It's about showing up with consistency, budgeting with intention, and planting new habits that grow strong over time. With patience, even the deepest wounds can become fertile soil. The future you dream of is built on the choices you make now. Every time you respect your resources, whether it's saving, giving, or spending wisely, you're declaring that you are ready to grow. Let this lunar phase be a ritual of reconciliation between you and your past, you and your money, you and your mission. The earth supports those who support themselves with love. And now, it's your time to root.